Here we go, Tony, episode 77. Now, Tony, I've got one question for you before we introduce Taz. Now, Taz, we're a little bit salty about you at the moment. We're not that happy about you, big boy. But, Tony, in Japanese, what does juichi mean?
It means 11.
11 is our number of the day today. 11 PaLTI pirates, familiar. The peeps, the whatever, the pilferers, the pedophile. I don't know, whatever we call you.
Profiteers, the perusers, the penetrators,
the perverts. I'm not sure what we're going to call you, but number 11 is the number of the day today. I'm not too sure why, Tony, but we'll get to that, mate. But how you going, big man?
Oh, set, ready to fire. This is the week. We're going to power up this week, big boy.
Oh.
It's cold outside, but it's warm inside. We've got some warm tips for our winners. How cold is it, Pezz?
Oh, mate, it's about minus 11, Tony. It's about Kiku Juichi. That's what we say over in Japanese, mate. And remember, Juichi means 11. Is that right, Tony?
That's right, yep.
Unfortunately, Taz, we're missing the great man himself, Mr. Worldwide, the maniacal maniac that he is. I think he's given us 7 dog tips today in the chat. Just a random 7 dog tips at 3 different tracks. That's how great Mr. Magical is, Marto.
Not 11.
Not 11. He's got 11 minus 4.
Okay.
But you know why he's done that?
Why?
He's done that because he's had enough of the jockeys recently. So he's gone to the dogs, you see. Absolutely.
Well, if there was ever one that was going to go to the dogs, it has to be our W anchor, our wanker. He's premium at best, and the Quaddie, he's been going all right. Don't worry about that. The magical man himself, but unfortunately he's not here. But Tazzy, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on this 11th day
boy.
of whatever.
Yeah.
I know it's coming. I can feel it coming.
Really?
And that's all right. I'm ready for it. But you know what? When we tip quaddies, I thought we do them for fun.
No way.
We do them for fun.
We're not Marto here, mate, with the fun exotics. This is real.
I thought they're for fun.
They're not for fun. It's our hard-earned cash.
Well, I do put them on, but I thought it was for fun.
It wasn't. It's not for fun.
No, I'm so
even
sorry.
The phone's trying to call me now. Like,
no, you've
nobody calls me in Japan because
geez,
that's the 11th.
So sorry.
That's the 11th phone call today, Tony.
But are you saying that I'm? Hey, listen, I've been called a lot of things, and I know that 11 is where you're going to go at me with. But I'd like to think that I'm an 11 out of 10 anyway. So go for it. I realise it. I know it. I'm ready for it. I'm going to bow my head. I'm going to stick my head between my arse. I'm going to take it, but I'm going to fight back.
He's an 11 out of 10, Tony.
That's it.
You're going to put it up now.
77. Hey.
All right, here we go, big boys. Put a line through it. We've got Barney. We've opened ourselves up a little bit because my dad always complains because my poor old dad, first world problems, he's watching the show on his phone. So he always says it's too small. And, well, that's what she said, Dad. So, anyway, here we go. Episode 76, Do We Even Tip? Tony, the titanium, there was no steel in the diamonds. Joshy Parr, WTF means, what the fuck was that?
Yes, he's officially out of his 2 strikes. He's done. He's a spastic. He's just rode like an absolute monkey on bloody juju juice or something.
I don't know if
atrocious rides. He's out. I'm done with Parry.
Spastic in 2022.
You know, he's got to get himself in order.
I don't think we can say monkey either. I think that might be something racially
monkey.
You
see him in the zoo. You see him on the fucking racetrack too. No, that's it.
Goodness me.
Done. All right.
I'm not happy. Not happy.
Well, Pezz was always looking for a crime spree at Kembla, and unfortunately, I chose a meeting that was abandoned. So that's two out of the last 3 tips. Pezz has found scratchings or an abandoned race. So
you're a winner.
Genius he is. Yeah. Well, I've won the 2 out of the last 3 weeks. Marto's meeting 2 veg. Can we talk about the bopper at Adelaide? $2.
It went like the popper. That's what the bopper did. The bopper flopped.
Mate, it was like me on my birthday last week when I went to Burger King, which is 100 Jacks. It was the Whopper was straight into my guts. And I shat it out. So it was horrible, the bopper. But of course, Marto's going to tell us all about that in his little video, very coming up soon. And the
Like
Greek
they
freak,
say, odds on, look on.
and there was
No,
no
bet.
odds on, look on. I like that tone. I hope you
Yeah.
remembered that next time Nature Strip
It
comes
was
up.
even money when I was on. It was even money, Pezz. I didn't tip it. What?
Pretty sure it
190
jumped
or
at
185.
No, Tone, you
Yes.
tipped it at value, $2.35.
$2.30.
Value.
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 Now, the Greek
Yeah.
freak, there was no super effort from Pezz. Where is the Greek maestro gone?
Yeah, look, I'm just following suit. I don't, like we're a team.
Don't
And as
follow
I said,
suit.
if we all go down, we go down like a sinking ship together.
Oh,
Look, I to be brutally honest about super effort, I haven't put it in the dustbin yet. I think
right.
that potentially it was might have been a little bit of a track bias because it does settle back. It didn't come on. It was too far back, but
Yep.
it's not in the dustbin yet.
We'll mention it down the bottom. Taz misses the first leg of the quaddie, and as they say in the classics, the next three count for fuck all. So it was a repeat of 2 weeks ago, big boy. Now, Taz, as the opening leg, you're supposed to be our strongest, and you're supposed to get us away.
Jeez, look,
But
I
we've got to give him a little bit of got to give him a bit of leeway. I stuffed up with Parry's sound, remember? First leg, 20s and whatever. So,
Thanks, Tone.
we've got to give him some leeway.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thanks, Tone. I appreciate that.
The UK boys, the team TNT, old Dynamite himself, just gave each other a little bit of a reach around there. That's always nice. Nice to see that you're looking after your mate, Tone. But talking about your mate, there was another horse the other night in the UK, big boy.
Yes,
9-1. What did
happened?
we miss? Split 11s.
And your girlfriend was on a Pezz, little Holly.
Little Holly Doyle was on something at 9s. It starts at 12s. And
that was on a Saturday night too, wasn't it?
That was on the Saturday night after 11-11, knocked us out in the first leg of the quaddie. And I remember talking to you, big boy, on Zoom on Saturday night when I was in Yamaguchi. And you said you backed a horse in this race called Red Evelyn, who came fourth. Yep. And I remember you crying to your live saying, Pezz, you wouldn't believe who won. And I'm like, oh, don't tell me it's a fucking horse with 11. He goes, yep, split 11s.
Yep.
Can you believe
what my birthday? Have I told you what my birth date is?
Can you believe how sick the world is? That 11-11 wins the fucking Magic Millions fucking cup or whatever it was called. And you've gone, it's not going to win it again for 3 years in a row. You told us last week. It gets up by a lip. And then that night you've gone Red 11, who's come fourth to split 11s. I was like, Taz, you are poison. Now, don't tell me anything about your birthday, mate. You can't be born on the 11th of any month.
I am. I'm born on the 11th to the 5th. If you want to hear, I'm happy to share the year, but I am born on the 11th to the 5th. I'm a Taurian, so I'm a great lover. I'm a little bit stubborn, they say.
You're very stubborn because you know Pezz and Marto rate 11-11 a lot, and you wouldn't do it because of us. So, Taz, what barrier did 11-11 jump out of last week?
Yeah, I know. 5.
Oh, it jumped out of the 11. There it is, 11-11.
Oh, Tazza
Barrier 5, 11-11.
Yeah.
That's your birthday, big boy.
Yeah, I know.
Cat of nine tails.
I know.
Holy. Now, the PaLTI peeps, I've got you covered. I've done a search of 11 for the next 2 days. We've got 14 hours and 2 days to get on. We've got a couple of greyhounds over in the UK called Minstrels 11, Beck 11, Richmond Dogs. We've got 1 day to get on. We've got Lucky 11 for Andrew Bell. I don't mind an Andrew Bell dog. Don't worry about that. And then, of course, we're in France on 11:02 on the Caxisumar track. And, of course, Singapore race number 2, Classic 11, get on. We got 5 bets coming up, big boy.
Put them all in a...
Put them all on.
I reckon they might win.
I reckon they're a big chance.
But look, it's all right. Seriously, as I said, I mean, it's 11. What you're trying to tell me is that I'm an 11 out of 10 sort of guy.
You
It's
are.
okay. I can deal with it. I mean, it's unfortunate. I'm an 11 out of 10 kind of guy.
But are we talking about a positive or a negative?
Oh.
Like about 11 out of 10? Like
I don't know, but my
11 out of 10
numerology.
prick or 11 out of 10 champion? Are we positive or negative? I'm not sure.
No, numerology went out the door because it's a name that repeats itself. 1111 is like a 0, and I was expecting it to go like a busted arsehole and produce a donut for the 3rd time in a row. Unfortunately, I stuffed up.
Split 11's big boy. Red Evelyn one.
That one.
Where's Red Evelyn?
Listen, the 1111 hurt, but I tell you now, split 11's hurt more because it was just like rubbing salty. I was down. You know what I mean?
Oh, you were salty and you were dying. I saw you die live when you were going. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. This. And I'm like, it's not an 11 horse, and you were like, yeah. And the funny thing is, we worked in casinos, so we did a million call bets of split, 8-11 split or a split the 11, or it gets worse. Like,
yeah, I know.
Oh, anyway, here he comes. Are you ready?
Well, we've only got half face.
The Mohicans.
What?
Hey guys,
where is he?
Pumpkins again. Joshy Parr, my God, you've just destroyed the best thing going around in Sydney last week with a horrible ride. He sprung forward a length in front of the field in a couple of bounds. Joshy Parr says, hang on a minute, we're supposed to sit behind the pace, not lead these guys out. So he's tightened the reins up. I thought, you beauty, we're going to take a set. But he's gone all the way back to rear of midfield. That thing was never going to win on that leader bias track from where he was. He's tried hard again, but he's pushed a button early on the bend, and the poor thing just gassed late.
Geez, Marto's getting a bit negative about the jockeys recently, isn't he?
Yeah, he is getting a bit negative, but did he? I don't think he went back that far, did he? The big popper?
According to Marto, he's gone back to last.
Yeah, well,
he's
took
got
a shit, all right.
Behind midfield. He's getting a bit tone about it. He's got a bit of tone about him, hasn't he?
No, Tone's a lot more positive these days.
Oh, yeah, the monkeys and the fucking spastics. And
I tell you, I'm just about done with Sydney and Victorian jockeys.
Well,
Adelaide,
thank Christ you haven't tipped in Sydney today, mate. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Well done.
I agree.
Yeah. Now, Tone, he's slagging off the jock a bit here, mate. He's got a bit of tone about him.
Let's hear him.
Oh.
Let's hear him.
And then he's gone and destroyed yours, Tone, in a couple of races later on Steel Diamond. I mean, the definition.
He's given you a little bit of a reach around now, Tone. He reckons Joshy Parr butchered yours as well.
He did. Shock and ride.
Wow. Maybe he watches the show, Joshy Parr. Maybe he's like, I'm going to ruin everyone's day.
Don't think so.
Okay.
Stupidity.
Can't blame
the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Well, mate, Josh Parr, that was stupid. You get the Muppet of the Week award, mate. I don't normally bash jockeys, but you are an absolute Muppet, mate. You destroyed a couple of good things last weekend and gone off here for a little bit.
Jesus Christ, I hope he doesn't watch the show.
No, but hey, can I just say something, though? I like the way he ended that. I've gone off you for a little bit. Eh? So a little bit might be what, one race meeting? One race selection?
No, I reckon one race. Marto,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Don't worry about that. Like, seriously.
A little bit more harsh than that. He's out now. I'll put him out. He's out with tomorrow's rubbish. I'm done.
Mate, he'd stink a dog. What would he do? He'd stink a dog off of something.
Stick a dog off a gut wagon.
There you go. Yeah, right. Yeah. There you go.
He's out.
Google that, kids. Google that. He'd stink a dog off a gut wagon. Now, Marto, I know I always complain about Marto's length of the videos, but far out. Today's one of the worst. He's still going.
This week we're going back to Sydney, Randwick. A couple of showers, give it a soft 5 rating. Where we going? Race 6, number 3, Desert Icon. We're getting $7 for our money. That is extreme value. Massive overs. He's got good form coming out of the UK in his last run before he shipped out in.
Value.
He ran in a high grade race in the UK on a soft rated track over 2100 and ran on well for a place. I think it's best of this field. He's drawn for a really nice midfield run, which is perfect for him. Gets a soft rated track, and he's got a great 2 foot late. I think we're going to get over the top of these. $7 looks extreme value to me.
It's the market mover. It's in the sixes.
Pezz,
Yep.
Can I just say something, Pezz?
Yes.
Because I've just worked it out. Last week, Marto said $2.35 was value.
He did.
This week, $7 is extreme value. I would have thought it's a rank outsider.
No, it's the despised outsider.
Oh, well, that's what I would have thought. I mean,
I reckon
$2.35.
it's 7-1 at Cairns, which means it's about 220 to 1.
Wow,
That's how fucking much value it's got. Gee, Marto, he's still going on too.
He is.
Good luck if you get on. Before I go, Taz. Oh my God, mate. How can you leave out a returning champion?
A returning champion? Who's he talking about, Taz?
I don't know. He must be.
Black Caviar?
I better loosen up.
Better loosen up? Vo Rogue?
No. Maybe even Terrific.
You had to give him some sort of chance, but you left him out altogether and you cost us the Quaddie.
Oh, 11-11. Oh, Taz, it's coming back to get you. Oh, you must be salty.
Look, Marto's right. I did leave him out. And I know Marto is saying that, I did the wrong thing.
Oh.
But you know what? Marto didn't even have it in his selections. Did he? Did he put it in there in his own Quaddie? Of course he probably did. Did he? I don't know.
I don't know. I think he had it, but
did he?
Did, yeah. But
I don't know. He doesn't have a lot of them.
Japanese for 11-11. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of selections that are up and about at the minute. I'll tell you that. He's what do you say, Tony? He's colder than a dog or a gut wagon or something.
Oh, colder than an Eskimo's bowl bag.
There we go. Colder than a mother-in-law's kiss.
Yes.
You're good. You're good, Tone. I like these.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Colder than a horse heart.
That's one of my favourites. Colder than a horse heart.
I'm going to use these on my Russian mate. Ivan Kachikokov. He's going to love them.
Yeah. I was thinking about Barney the other day, how, it was his birthday on January 18th, the great man. And Tony reckons he's a bit tight with his money, Barney. Is that right, Tony?
Oh, yeah, a bit tight, Barney. He's, yeah.
When he squeaks, when he walks, he squeaks, I reckon. But I was going to say to Tone, Barney eats his cereal with a fork because he tries to save milk. That's how cheap he is, the prick. Did you like that? Did you like that, Tone? Little zinger.
Oh, there we go.
I like it. I might try
we're back to Marto. We're back to Marto. Here we go.
Unbelievable.
Come.
Let's get home. And we pissed it in. I think we've got the top 2 or top 3 in each leg.
Yeah, I got the Quinella in my leg.
But you, Taz, what are you doing, mate? Pull your finger out and find us a winner this week, will you? We need to get the Quaddie off to a start so the next 3 of us can get the Quaddie home for these followers. Our loyal and our loyal pirates, our subscribers, our followers. Poor bastards are outlaying money on the Quaddie and Taz falls over in the first leg. My God, mate. I hope you find a winner this week. And I hope all the pirates out there, I hope we've found you each a winner with our tips. Good luck and have a great weekend.
Thanks, Marto.
Yeah, Marto.
You're right. He's right. He is right. Marto is 100% right. I do need to lift my game in the Quaddie. And I do need to find some winners.
Right.
But talking about winners, who's found a winner here over the last week? I can tell you this much. It's not Marto. Hey, you might have got 4 out of 7, be it 4 out of 3,312 Quaddies, but you didn't get them this week.
Oh shit! I better change that. Pezz.
But in all honesty, though, I'm prepared to take it. Marto, you're right. I've let the team down. You're right.
I should have. Oh, Pezz. He's done it again. Desert Icon. I think it's race 6, number 3.
Yep.
I should have changed those numbers, Tone. Marto
You're
backs
right.
up in Sydney. Marto enjoys backing up with his meat and two veg. And he's found us a bit of a price. It's a market mover into $7.50. It opened up into $6. So dead as icon for Waller and McAvoy. I really would love to see a horse beat Marto. If anyone's going to beat Marto, I reckon it's going to be Greek Hero. Because Taz, he's given you a bit of a drive-by. And I think
he has.
I think, what's her name? Rachel King. She's on Greek Hero with the 2 4s next to its name tone. So you never know. It could be running over the top just to get Marto. Old Tassie comes over the top and bangs it. But anyway, good on you, Marto. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for the value this week.
That's it. I cop it. Sweet. Well done, Marto.
Okay. Mooney Valley, race 4, number 2, Salto Angel. Tassie's back in Melbourne.
Did you like?
Valley.
I have gone back to Death Valley, and I found one that I think really is a little bit of an omen and also a very, very, very good selection.
Oh.
The Salt, because I am salty, and you guys are too. It's stepping up in distance. It shouldn't have a problem with the distance. I love the booking of Damien Lane on this horse. He's ridden it a few times. It draws well to take a midfield position. Handles good and soft. Mind you, we're probably going to get a good track here in Melbourne. It has been warm, unlike with you guys in Japan where it's cold and where it's raining in Sydney and probably the rest of Australia. Good price. It's a bit of a non-winner. 15 starts, 1 win, 7 placings and 7 seconds and a third. This Saturday, win number 2.
Well, I'm pretty sure Damien Lane's rode a few winners for Danny O'Brien, so I'm sure their strike rate's right up there. And from barrier 3, you should be able to do whatever you want at the Valley.
Got a slogan for you. Taz got a slogan for you. Avoid the pain. Get on Damien Lane.
Oh, I love it. I've got one for you too, Tony. I've got one for you too.
Oh, have you?
Get in the queue. Jamie Carr is at the bar.
Line up. Let's go.
Like an Airbnb, straight to the bar. J Carr. There we go. There we go. Salto Angel, I don't mind it. I know you love those Chautauqua silks there, big boy, too. I know you like them. So
they are my favourites.
Anyway,
Don't mind the blue battlers too.
Well done, Barney. Happy birthday, Barney.
Happy birthday, Barney.
Happy birthday, Barney.
Mate. You know, what a great bloke he is. Seriously, you know, if your friends were enemies and your enemies were friends, it probably sums him up right there because he's a freak of a man. And, you know, there's no I in team, but remember there's a U in the C word.
Pezz, I sent him a message myself.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, unfortunately, the poor bloke's almost down to barefoot because he's running out of shoes.
Oh, I think he's got the Jordans up on eBay.
Yeah. So he was. I mean, he didn't say anything to me like that, but he said no shoes, plenty of frothies. But to me, that means he probably needs a pair.
Oh, he needs a new pair of shoes, Jace. Don't worry about that. He doesn't mind putting the pumps on. He reminds me of the bloke off Silence of the Land. Remember when he put the lotion in the basket? That's who he reminds me of, Jace, on a good day. He's one of those stiff motherfuckers that would make the skin coat. You know, Tony makes the skin coat, and he's got put the lotion in the you know. Anyway, Saturday Quaddie. Let's stay north, but not too far north. A big day at Randwick time. We've got 2 listed races. We've got what's it called? Oh, I always forget the names, I think. But the Randwick and the Karangan or something. They're both listed races. Good horses running around. Tassie's, we've nearly voted him out of the Quaddie, ladies and gentlemen. But Tones kept him in. Race 6, number 1, 7, 9, and 10 there. And it's a tough race.
Yeah.
So, Taz.
Look, ideally, what I wanted to do is take all 11 runners. But I wasn't allowed, so I didn't.
Oh, I can't believe you've missed Superior Witness, the 11. It looks the likely leader in the race. And if Marto reckons there's going to be a bias.
No. Let's not worry about that. I've never heard Marto say that there's a bias where horses come from behind. Every bias is leader bias. So anyway.
Yes.
Look, I've thrown in Lancaster Bomber. I know it hasn't won at the track. It's had 7 starts. It's been placed 5 times. Soft tread or heavy, it suits. But its form on the track and distance is quite good.
One of Tone's horses, Lancaster Bomber.
It is.
Yes.
Ran second for him once when he had it tipped and he was blaming a jockey. I still remember that day.
Yeah, well, this jockey might have a better chance.
It might indeed, hopefully. Shadow Crush, the 3. It's lightly raced 5-year-old. It's getting fitter with every run.
Is that in your numbers?
And, hey?
Is that your numbers?
Yeah, 1, 3, 7 and 10. What have you done?
I've got 1, 7, 9 and 10 you wrote down.
Are you sure? So 1, 3, 7 and 10.
All right, I'm going to change it. But sorry, mate. They're the numbers you gave me.
Goodness me. The only reason I had the 7, I think the 7 was supposed to be because I suspect the 3 might be scratched.
Oh. 1, 3, 7, 10. Is that right?
Yeah, 1, 3, 7, 10. That's it.
Perfect.
What did you put? Did you throw the 9 in there?
No, well, we can check the message.
Look, it doesn't really matter, but you know what the problem is now?
Yeah,
it's like a losing ticket. The fucking 9 wins.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway,
I reckon the 11's got more of a chance than the 9 anyway. But
well, the probably. 11, Taz obviously Taz, you haven't looked at the numerology. I have.
Yeah.
It's 11.
No, I have because no, I have. Can I just
9 plus 1 is 11.
No, but I have. You know why I went 1, 3, 7, 10? Because 3 and 7 equals 10 plus 1 is 11. 10 plus 1 is 11. 11, 11.
There we go.
So I'm not going to let another 11, 11 get by.
Well, you haven't got 11 in there.
Well,
but I have 1 plus
I'll tell you what, my Quaddie's going to have the 11 in there. Don't worry about that.
Mine too.
Anyway, let me keep going. I think Selena Dreaming is my top pick. It's first up. It's got an awesome record. It handles all conditions.
Yep. Love the trainer. Love the trainer.
Can't go wrong. And there's another one down the bottom, the 10, Asamu. Annabelle Neesham, she's on fire. But
on fire.
It is entered tomorrow night as a top weight at Canterbury. So I would be suspecting there could potentially be a few changes in this.
Yeah.
And if Asamu goes to Canterbury,
I
reckon have a look at it.
Yeah, we'll throw the 9 in or the 11.
Only thing I don't like about the 7 is you got Frank Nitty on board, and he's as dodgy as bloody his boss Al Capone.
Well, what about if Pikey comes to Sydney? Can you imagine having a race with Pike and Bowman in the same race?
Well, you put a line through both.
The poor old punters are fucked, really, seriously, because Hugh can ride when he wants to, and so can Pikey. So the poor old punters will be fucked. Seriously, we just got to stick with J-Mac. And
two alpha males up against each other.
Yeah, well, it's horrendous.
I like Pikey.
Oh, I love Pikey. I've won a shit ton of money on him, and I've lost a lot of money on him too. So, God, he can ride when he wants to. When he counts right. Wow. Tone, you've taken half the field. You got 1, 2, 7, 11, and 13. Please don't tell me that's wrong.
Is that Cool and Gatter he's got in there?
Oh,
no.
And 4 roughies around it?
Oh.
No, that's correct. That's correct. Yep.
I'm staring.
Don't mention the war. Don't mention the war, yeah.
Big chance. Purple Sector. I know it's got the Thief on it. 2 seconds. 2 Black Ducks. Big chance. Steely, I think, is one of Pezz's old girlfriends, so to speak.
Yep.
Always a chance.
Yep.
Holyfield, I think, can win this. Got a little Kathy on there. I think she'll be having a crack.
Do you reckon he's going to back up after last week, Tone?
Hey, can I?
Do you reckon it's going to back up after last week? Got beaten to breath.
But yes, it will. Tone, can I please, can I say something?
Yeah.
Have a look what number Holyfield is and what barrier it's out of.
Big swinger. There we go.
11.
There we go.
How good is that? And it's paid $7.
This is like my nightmare, this show.
Oh, mate, this is like, Jesus Christ. And you like the 13 through the cracks. I always thought that about you, Tone. You didn't mind.
But Dan, I've got your little mate on one of my Smokies. Looks like Elvis. It's a dog, but little Nash is on board.
Yeah. One of my favourite horses here is called Laura Me In, and poor old Chris Caserta passed away not long ago, but I always mention the story. He rode Laura Me in one of its first starts at Flemington, and it was absolutely bapped off the map. I was on at 8s. It ended up jumping at about $1.85. And Chris Caserta has it that far back. It's like 11.11. And it missed by a lip, cost me $1,200. Never forgiven Chris Caserta again until he just passed away. Thanks, Chris. I forgive you.
I can't believe. I'm still looking at Holyfield 11.11.
Yeah,
I'm just still looking at that.
One of my favourite horses, paying $30 first up. Fucking hell, it's going to have a couple of bucks of mine on it. Pezz, don't worry about that, everybody. I've got the next leg. It's all done. Yeah, was Big Tone's tip last start. Market mover into 360. Number 8 was the one who beat it. So King's here with Bowman Waller, and I hate tipping Hugh and Waller. I just hate it. So I reckon Waller with McAvoy or Waller with Buma. I prefer the McAvoy, but I've got to put the 8 in. My bet, I'm going to have some money on the Wairiri Falls. I thought it was really stiff, really huge run, big run first up. Always tries, which I love, and I reckon it's going to be about midfield, and it should just get over the top of him. Canaster's going to be always strong at the finish, and it's fit as hell, and it's going to be the likely leader. And Marto's told us there's bias, so I've got it perfect. I've got Canaster the leader. King's Hair's going to be dog trotting in second. Then you're going to have Yee about 2 pairs back, and you're going to have Wairiri Falls getting cover from Yee. So when Yee looms up, the Falls is just going to say, see you later, big boy, because Tommy Berry is going to go, see you later, McAvoy, and he's got the 2.5 kilo club.
Pezza, who's one of your favourite jockeys, Pezza?
Oh, mate, I love them all.
But Nash is one of them, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I love Nashy, but he's not riding too well recently. He's costing me money. I don't know what you're going to say, Bottega. It's a chance, but I tell you what, Criminal Code and the Jack O'Shea, the Opacity were probably going to be in front of Bottega for me anyway. So the 2 and the 6. But anyway, I've got you covered. Doesn't matter. We win.
My Nostradamus on this one is Yee, as I imagined and thought, will be favourite, will get beat, and will come out the following start and win at about 6-1.
Turn up, it's going to win. You've said that.
He said that last week, didn't he?
Tony O'Mudgee's been scratched in the previous race to run in this, so Marto's got the wanker, the premium W anchor, 4, 5, 7, and 10. I've got number 6 in brackets, but we won't do a little spoiler alert there, but I'll just mention the 6 a bit later on. Marto, pretty keen on I tell you what, the Falls into the Falls isn't a bad little running double. But Tommy Berry to ride them both. So different trainers, but Falls horses. I don't mind the little Omen bets like that. Yeah. But I think he was pretty keen, I think, on Paper Warrior. I think he was sort of spruiking a bit, but I could be wrong. But anyway, but we've got the
that's a rank outsider, mate. Rank outsider.
He was quite little. Little Marto was getting a little bit up and about it. But I could be wrong. But I do like the idea of the Falls into the Falls there. Wairiri Falls into Waihaha. Yeah, there we go. There's a little omen. But anyway, let's get into it, Tony. The Titanium tip has lost its luster, big boy. Now, we're not saying that it's improving with age, like a little bit of cedar turning grey or a little bit of copper with that beautiful green tinge. We're talking about we're losing our luster, big boy. What do you got?
What have I got? There we go. Yes, I was going to travel overseas, but I decided to give an Australian jockey one more chance. Oh, this will be this jockey's first chance, actually. Yeah, so I'm going with Cafe Royale, Marto.
I think Kobe Jennings has got a bit of J-Mac about him, big boy. I think he might be a Kiwi, but that might be just...
Oh, yeah. Market moving forward, it's been backed off the map.
That's why we've got the 6 in brackets. Marto didn't realise that the Titanium was in the last. So we've got the 6 penciled in there just in case if you follow Tone. And Tone reckon he's found race 10, number 6, Cafe Royale. And he did threaten to go to the UK, didn't you, big boy?
Yes, I did. I was thinking seriously about it, but I thought of Tassie, thought of Taz, the 11.
Oh, barrier 11.
No, again, barrier 11.
Oh, I love it.
Shoots straight across, gets a sit, comes home.
Wow.
Hang on.
Look,
Right.
I need
look at the numbers,
Let's
Tone.
do-
Look at the numbers before it's spelled.
11.
254 equals 11 to me.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I just hope it doesn't run third, Tone, because then 11 of the 5th of the 11th of May. That's all. I just hope it doesn't run third.
Oh,
511, then we'll be having your birthday.
Seriously, I won't be able to sleep until bloody
Oh.
Monday now.
I'm going to tell you a bit of a horror story, boys. Pezz's push was abandoned last week again after having a scratching the 2 weeks before that. I've got a lot of internet problems over here in Fukuoka. My VPN's fucking surf sharks all up the shit. I can't get into my black book, which is a bit like Tone not being able to get up into his favourite little stand-up bar on a Saturday afternoon with the Nippon Cowboy. It's breaking my heart, but I found one for us. Miss Vasari, the form horse, well, not the form horse, the class horse in the race. If it has any ounce of luck or is the class horse in the race, it's opened up as favourite, Tone, which I'm sure that, you know, I don't really like tipping horses that are favourite, but Brady Willer for D Morton, they've got an amazing strike rate. It's out of barrier 3. I just think Brad's going to give it a good sit and he's going to peel out and he's going to win. That's all I think he's going to do. He's going to sit about 2 pairs back. It's going to open like a vaccinated C for PaLTI. It's going to open up like Tone, you know, you in Macau. It's just going to, everything's going to open up, big boy. And then Brad's just going to get, yes, open sesame. And he's going to get a saloon passage through and he's going to win by about a half a length. He's down with his ears pricked.
whoa, there we
Is
go.
it dropping in class, Pezza?
Yes, it is. Yeah. And it's missed the last 2 starts. You know how I love a horse that doesn't jump, Taz. And it's actually dwelt at the start the last 2 times. But the big thing is it's drawn a barrier this time. The last couple of times it's been a bit wide. So I reckon with barrier 3, Brad's going to give it an amazing sit and he's just going to win. So Miss Vasari, the class horse of the race, $4.20. I think we're kidding ourselves. But I think we're still going to get around $4 because there's a couple of horses in there that are a bit progressive. But we're not caring about the progressive horses this time. We're sticking with the class because, as they say, Tone, there's more arse in I don't know. But anyway, good luck. Miss Vasari, we've got 6 of the 420, a very skinny little Pez's push into the titanium at 25 skins. And a lazy 753 jump in for the Yankee, which will get you, if you put your $11 on, you'll be up around the $1,600. Get into that. Too easy.
Perfect.
All right, boys, we've got less than a minute.
Salty and salty. That's what I am. So therefore, tomorrow night at Flemington, take El Salto into Salto Angel.
I like
You'll
it.
get about.
Okay, we're back at episode 77. As always, Pezz, Uncle, have a chat himself, talks too fucking much, and I apologise for that. But I have to, I worry about my mate Tone. He's getting older. He has a few little senile moments. So, Rosie, I know you're there. I know you're watching. I know you're listening. I'm trying to give the man a great big bear hug because I know there's a lot of love still there. But, Rosie, we're looking after him. It's a bit cold. We're a bit worried about Tone jumping into a hot bath because that's how everyone dies over here. They get into minus 11-degree weather.
Really?
Minus 11-degree weather. And then they jump into a hot bath and they have a heart attack. That's what happens over here, Taz.
I didn't know that. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah.
I know that you have good baths.
So more people die in a bath over here than COVID will ever kill.
Can I ask something else about those baths?
Yes.
Do the sumo wrestlers go in those as well? Are you in there with them?
Oh, mate, don't worry about that. Rosie, I've seen the great man in an onsen in the old hot springs. He dresses up all right. Don't worry about it. In Japanese, Tassie, we like to say, Hadaki ni natte, nani ga warui, which means, what's wrong with being naked, says Tone. I like it. Now, Tone, anyway, mate, any final thoughts as we come back to, before we get to Tassie's little salty pitch?
Oh, yes. I just hope all the jockeys, you know, do the right thing this week and, you know, don't be passengers on the PaLTI selections and, you know, do the right thing.
Well,
because
maybe
there'll be
Joshy
trouble
Parr was watching. Maybe he was
when I
watching
get my new position as chief steward down there in Victoria up in Sydney. I'll tell you what, there's going to be a jockey shortage.
Mate,
Tony,
I tell you what,
down.
if you're a steward, we'll be calling the horse races the greyhounds because there'd be no one on the backs. They'll be all suspended.
Are you lying down, Tony? Are you sitting down or are you lying down?
I'm lying down now because I got
Mate,
kicked out of the living room because Emmy's.
You look very relaxed there. That's all I'm just saying. It's yeah. I'm thinking, hey, geez, he's got a good life in Japan. Kicking back, relaxed, lying down.
The busiest, non-busiest man in the world. This man, I tell you.
Don't worry, dinner's got to be cooked yet. Don't worry.
Tony, what did you say? How do you get something done? Is you ask the laziest person or something? Or
how do you get the what's the fastest way to get something done? You get the laziest person to do it.
There you go. Yeah, very good. Thank you, mate. Now, Tassie, you're getting a little picture, a little salty here. Is that right?
I have 11-11. So we're going for the double.
Right.
So there's a salt and there's a salt. So on Friday at Flemington, it's called El Salti or something like that. It's got the salt in there. It's about $5. And then my actual fister with Salti Angel. So if you take them in a double, it's like 11-11. It's salt and salt. You guys are salty at me. I'm salty on myself. 25-1. Or if you want to just go place, you know, you'll probably get 4-1.
Yeah, you probably.
I think it's probably worth it.
You probably get 10-1. And I like the falls. I don't mind that little run and double on Saturday. But by the way, Crime Spree, the horse that I tipped last week that was abandoned in Kembla, is supposedly running around tomorrow in Canberra, race 8. So if you're keen to follow up on any of Pezz's old, because Tony, they usually win the next start.
Well, what about the UK dart there, Taz?
Yeah.
What happened there with that?
Well, we had a dart 2 weeks ago that we put up, Daffy. And it was 20-1, and then it stepped out 5 days later and won. Having said that, let's be brutally honest and call a spade, but we didn't have a good UK night last week or this week.
Right, this Wednesday, Tuesday.
But
Tuesday, I think it was Wednesday morning.
Yeah, but that's the first time that if you follow the UK racing, and you should follow the UK racing, that we have not produced a winner.
Yeah.
So that's the first time that you'd be out of pocket. Something that, though, of note is we have had plenty of horses that we've tipped through there that have gone on and won in their next starts. But over in the UK, I mean, they've got races just about every day at 3 and 4 different venues. So it is hard to keep up. Black Bookers, follow them, get on, win.
Yeah. I agree with the titanium tips and the pushers and the fisters and the meat and 2 veg. And I wouldn't say the meat and 2 veg too much, but we do tend to find a winner, but probably not the start we tip it. But Black Book it and get into it.
Last week, Pezz, Billy Ain't Silly.
Billy Ain't Silly, yeah,
that was my tip 2 weeks ago, whatever.
And Roman Auroras is running around tomorrow at Doom, and it's probably got the hoof on the till. I think it's had 2 seconds. So I reckon last week it was really stiff not to win last. It was a huge run.
Yeah, we're tipping horses, and I mean, to all our followers out there, not because we're trying to blow wind up our asses, even though we are.
We are.
We are. Our selections, if they're not winning that week, I can tell you now, if they're not put away in the paddock, they're pretty much winning in the next two starts, 2-3 starts.
For sure.
So
don't give up on us, and we won't give up on you. And Marto, thanks, mate, for giving Tassie a little bit of a drive-by. We love that. And Tone, good to see that you're down there for the count, because I'm pretty sure we won't be getting up for the next 16. But well done, mate. And Tassie, get on tomorrow. Was it Salty into Salty? Try to find those Salto horses tomorrow.
Yes.
The sprint races are always interesting to see. I don't mind that concept. But Remember Crime Spree tomorrow, race 8 in Canberra. You never know. Good luck. Thoughts and prayers. Let's go. See you later, boys.
Yep. See ya.
Cheers.
Dad.
See you guys.
Well done,
Mate.
Marto.
On your Marto.